play the game, damn it! So without further ado, guys, let's get into some new patch. This is Ordinary Guy. And I've been going over his skills, going back and forth whether the dude is absolutely broken or trash. Because with Isolde and the investment that I made on her, I am so bummed out that I did. So we're going to check in this video whether the dude is good or not. Note that I will be speedrunning New Claws Saturday straight A. Because guess what? We get him for free at the start of everything. Let's check out the story mode. It's not a happy story, no. But luckily I have food that makes me happy all the time. Let's take a break. Yo, look at the hips. Oh my god. That's so much comfort in that lady. Ew. And kill the goddess. Yo, I hope we can nuke that lady. Please guys, wait for me. Stop the bus. Maybe Vespa is the lure. Could be. Rebel Clothes with Galicta. Oh, okay. Interesting. Reforged tickets. There's never enough of those. Okay, so we got the character. Great. This thing. Send gifts. What can we get as for the start? Oh, we can get these already. Nice. And we can get, oh, more Reforged tickets. Now, you can never have enough of those. He is T5 already. Nice, so I don't have to upgrade all of his shit again. Skills. Anything. Increase damage. Increase damage. Increase damage. And increase... What? What? He gets so much crit chance? Holy balls. He gets 350 crit chance just by being there. So if this will be a 3-star, it will be 3-star. High chances that I will end up just having a 2-star. Yo, this weapon actually starting up with that. So we're gonna ask my man's 100 grand, aka El Cain, for some help. And that means we're gonna click some PP. Clicking it. Can we get something, ladies and gentlemen? Now, obviously, the first one is a 100%. Yo, is that more HP down? No, I was almost thinking like, yo, what the hell? This guy's soul weapon from Cain. Wow, ridiculous. Nice. Okay, this is a good start. This is a really, really good start. Can we get it to 3-star? If we get it to 3-star, that will be marvelous. Chances are I get it, but high chances are I don't. That will be a no. Now for the last one, 33%. Possible, yet nasty. Very, very, very sad. So let's check his skills for a hot second. So this skill is very straightforward. Frontal damage to enemies, stun for 2 seconds, and if it is a boss, does a massive amount of damage. Ew! And as for the S2, what you will get is an irremovable state, 10 seconds, dealing a little bit of damage, giving you attack speed and reduction on CC. Like I said, this can also be a self-cleanse on it if you proc for it. Then, when you pop the third skill, attacks random enemies 6 times, dealing physical damage afterward, delivers an attack that deals more damage to enemies nearby and knocking them down. Let's check it out. Come here! I'm not sure about you guys, but this is absolutely madness. And then we get the soul weapon. What is this? I actually like it, man. It seems really ferocious. As for the Transcendence, there are a lot of Transcendence which are good or could be good, right? So if we're running it like this with TP 80, with TP 95, I will go with the Warlike perk extra. But now the bigger question is, what do we do from here on out? Now let's check the unique treasures for a second. Now the UT3 reduces cooldown by 2 seconds and each time will inflict more. But if we look at the overall cooldown, the overall cooldown is 20 seconds. So you can take 1/4 out of that for a 5-star. That is not that great. There's an issue with the, I don't care, I just want to play the game. So the UT3, in all fairness, doesn't seem all that good. As for the UT2, increases the duration of the Indomitable Will by 5 seconds and increases attack. And unfortunately, this 5 seconds is stable. So for that reason, he grants himself a lot of attack speed. But the question is he really an attack speed character? And I'll go over this in a little second because I don't think he is. However, still pretty good, but there are a lot of characters such as Evan, such as Fall Afraid, that will give him the attack speed that is necessary. UT1 on the other hand seems massive because it says reduces mana cost by 1 and increases additional physical damage by 100 if the target is a boss. This means that Claws can literally start one-shotting people for many reasons, and one of them is the T5 Dark. Because what the T5 Dark says, with the beginning of each battle, Rebel Claws gets 12% increased damage to non-hero enemies and takes 5% reduced damage, which is a 60% damage increase plus a 100 to one enemy and 100 to non-hero damage. So he has about 200,000 non-hero damage extra. So if you just open up with the S1 on Eclipse, like 7 seconds later, once again, and everything is dead. Now the reason why this is even more broken, if you get 1,000 defense penetration, which is easily acquired because of 1, his unique weapon, which will give you 500 on maximum, which is quite insane. Pairing him up with Fall Afraid will already get him there. So that basically means that if you pair him up with Fall Afraid, he's already doing all defense ignore shit with no extra stats, which is immensely great. This also means that in terms of building this dude, you only need to get attack. Because he gets himself attack speed from his own kit. He gets himself a fair amount of crit rate increase that you might need 1 or 2 lines of crit rate, and then you will just be absolutely massive. But then we have a last unique treasure, and that is the third one, and this will basically give you the CC resistance that you might want to have on PvP. This way he will still have CC immunity if you get 2 lines of CC resistance. Okay, let's check this out. We do get the buffs. Okay, so do put this into reference, right? No, let's not do that on this. Let's do it on the next one. Okay. Yo, that is mad damage. So for reference, guys, I don't even think I put everything on there, but for reference, my chase does about half this damage. This dude is a 2-star attack. No soul weapon except for the normal ones, right? Just imagine the amount of damage this dude could actually do once it's over. Alright, but the bigger question is, can he be able to 1, survive, 2, actually kill this thing? Now, to make sure that my hype is not overkilling it and getting people into a character that they should not be making, make sure to wait until proper footage has come out from people that actually will the living hell out of this. Because I have done this before where I was super hype about his solid and afterward thought to myself like, yo, this is not what I like. However, with Rebel Claws, I do see a lot of potential, but I believe him to be one of those characters like Kybera that needs a lot of investment for him to start working, because his skill modifiers are ridiculous. As it comes to doing bosses, what it seems like he is lacking a lot of mana gain. I cannot make sure that my skills are on cooldown 100% of the time, which is also one of the problems that I believe he has. May it be an auto attack issue, could be. May it be just a mana issue per se, could be as well. But it really depends on what UT you are running. Currently, I'm running UT1. If I would use UT2 instead, I would have a solid 500 attack speed with a downtime of 3 seconds with just a simple buff. That will allow me to get more hits in and more mana out. So there are many things that you can build, and it is very specific, catered toward different kinds of content, because if you have yourself a healer, you don't necessarily need UT2 for that attack speed and the attack itself. To me, it seems way more viable to then go for the UT1 and get that extra damage in. Another thing I started noting about his skills is that his S3 seems like a really good skill, but only if all of the enemies are clogged together or if there's only one enemy. Because if it hits on random enemies, it doesn't do as much damage, and if you cater toward the MP recovery, then you will need multiple hits at that point as well. So taking the S3 Light, which recovers on hit 100 mana, sounds good, but if you're only hitting one enemy, it's actually not that great. Funny enough, I haven't tried World Boss on this thing yet, and that has just to do with the fact that Rebel Claws on my account doesn't have as much attack, so he can never steal any of the buffs, which also translates to the other parts of the video. I will be showing you guys some Ascalon, I will be showing you guys some Eclipse. So check it out on how far I can get and the nasty stuff that happened over time. Now for some reason this isn't a kill video, simply for one reason. This thing just decided to randomly execute my Rebel Claws. Can somebody please tell me what happened? Because I really don't know. Another benchmark that I always do is just for burst potential, and that is kill Infira. Now, what I tried to do is make sure that this thing gets killed super fast, but one thing I forgot is that you can get dispelled, and I lost all of my buffs, and honestly, I still killed this thing pretty fast. Look at this as one. Damage. Okay, so we gotta look at this. This lady in the back just got hit. Well, she self-cleansed the buff. Yep, self-cleanse hit, self-cleanse hit, self-cleanse. Oh my god, this is broken! Yo! Yo, that is absolutely massive. Ooh, that is sick. Even on a 2-star, he's doing so much damage with the S3. Holy balls. Yo, he is a counter to self-cleansers. That is absolutely massive. So Refis or Rod, they will get cooked. As for a run that I thought was gonna be absolutely amazing due to his T5 Dark, and that is Ascalon. Unfortunately, I have to note that this run ended up being absolute trash. And the reason for that being is this S3 is costing so much mana, and even for the 6 hit that it does, the monsters are so spread out that you cannot hit the same 2 monsters or even all 5 monsters with the same skill, which really lowers the damage, as well as all of the other skills costing a lot of mana, and the whole raid is just literally draining all of your mana, which is nasty. And I tried to do it with a team with lowest investment, 0-star Urzi, 4-star Zephyr on tank gear, and it did not work. So I thought to myself, wait, what? Let's try out full on damage, but unfortunately my Kayn took every other buff. So could he do it solo? Would he be a solo investment character for Ascalon? I would say no, because the problem will arise that if you go to the boss and he erupts the shield, you will not be hitting the all statues, which means that that dude will do a massive amount of damage. However, if you do want to make this, I would consider getting yourself an Urzi as one of your assassins, because she will allow you to clear the whole dungeon super fast. And if you clear the 4 stages super fast, that means that ordinary guy will be able to take care of the boss because of the UT1. You see this thing? No shield, clap it with the S1 and he will be dead. Unfortunately, I haven't tried him out in a Little Shockmare. Reason for it being, I just don't have enough attack on him. So either Fall of Frey, Kayn, Lockrock, or any of my other characters will literally steal all of the buffs to really showcase this character. So unfortunately, you guys will have to wait until I maximize this character. So one of the biggest issues that I have with Rebel Claws is that he needs so much mana, and that's where also Lavril comes in, because he gives us a little bit of mana as well. Yay! As for the damage, looking to go up. But then the question is, what does this thing actually do? What does this button do? Yo, like whenever you're playing Rebel Claws, man, you feel automatically powerful. Now obviously it would be better to put him with a team that will amplify up his physical damage. However, does he really need it? Does he really? I don't think so. I think he can just do whatever he needs to do. And all you need is a little bit of CC immunity. Like, you want to see this part happening? Oh, that is just marvelous, guys. That shit is ridiculous. A little bit of healing coming out, and the biggest question is, can he actually beat the boss? That is the biggest question of all. But we're about to find out whether he is an utterly big as a disappointment or not. I always go for 100% on the soul weapon, man. I don't gamble on that ever. When he gets to this stage, yup, and yeet. Gotcha. Now, in terms of damage, is he low investment? I don't quite know, but we are now at a point we are at a maximum stacks. Takes up a little bit. But the biggest question is, can he deal with single target monsters without getting himself or the other people around him killed? Because he is all there for protection. Okay, we need to do this skill. I can see this dude work though, because I believe his scalability is off the charts. But there's still a part of me that says, well, does he really do what he needs to do? Can he one-shot this, for instance? No. Is it considered a boss? I don't know. Do I like it then? I'm getting some nasty things. Cause if that lady dies, it's over, baby. Like, you can try and heal yourself up, but that will have a limit. So in all fairness, yes, does he do damage? Does he get away as much as my Lorraine, for instance, does? No. Is that sad? Yes. Would he do better in another team? Possibly. But for now, I don't have the luxury to have that because I have all my teams just filled in. Oh, and he just died by a stomp. What? Alrighty, guys, let's get a short summary of what I found about Rebel Claus, aka Ordinary Guy. First of all, he is a character that is massively good looking visually. He is absolutely amazing, and the whole gravity theme is ridiculous. I love the way his skills look. Second of all, his potential seems very, very good. Now, I just have him on a 2-star and a 0-star unique weapon and a small soul weapon. And so far, he's actually doing damage, able to do the Trial of Earth, aka IMET. But there are some downsides to him. His S3 is not good if enemies are spread out. His whole kit requires so much mana to cast his skills. And one of the problems is, like I said, he can be very good on high investment, but how good will he be on low investment? To answer that question, I'll be speedrunning this guy next Tuesday. Make sure to tune into that and make sure to check out all of my hidden gimmicks to the game to progress as fast as we can possibly do. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to drop a like, and if you guys feel like I failed to cover something, put something into the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.